Hello and welcome to another video here with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. This time a look at a new addition as of patch 4.4 to the game, in that you can now simulate quest progression differences in cutscenes. By this I mean that if you visit an inn room in a major city-state and approach the Unending Journey book, which lets you play back cutscenes you have experienced before on that character, be that for recap since there's so much storyline to take in, or perhaps you missed a cutscene due to having to skip it for an impatient group whilst leveling in a dungeon. But now there's another mode to let you see alternate versions of those cutscenes, which actually alter in the game depending on your progression in other quests and instances, be that class quests that recognise if you have completed certain quests in Stormblood and give you different dialogue such as a Red Mage storyline, or if you've completed a stage of a questline similar to the one that the cutscene represents such as a Relic quest. A perfect example of this is the first ever Eureka cutscene, where you meet Kryl at the docks preparing to go to Eureka. After the usual dialogue, Kryl will either fill you in who Geralt is, as if this was your first ever quest dealing with Geralt as a character, or if you've completed, say, some of the Relic quests from Heavensward or A Realm Reborn, her dialogue actually changes to, well, you already know Geralt. This example is useful to explain why this feature was added to the Unending Journey cutscene book, so that you can see dialogue differences and sometimes even slight changes to the length or scenes in said cutscenes. You can toggle these on and off with the Reflect Quest Progression button near the Play button if it's not greyed out. You can actually identify any cutscene in the various drop-down lists here that can be reflected differently by seeing this diverging path symbol of two arrows splitting apart, signalling that you can actually toggle this button on or off. This feature is very welcome and quite enjoyable. Many cutscenes require other quests for certain meaning and explanation on who a character is, rather than them just getting straight to the point, so your experience might be different and you might have missed things that other players didn't, unless they play the game differently on multiple characters. A feature that's still not in, however, is the ability to play the small boss and other type instances that take place in some of these quest lines, which I'm sure they are working on as it's been highly requested for many years now, and we're only just seeing this diverging path system. Either way, let me know if you knew about this feature already and what you think of it, and what you would like added to the game to relive certain parts of it if you could, and I'll see you all next time.